This is News 6 Tonight.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to News 6 Tonight. It's a brand new week. It's a brand new month. It's December, the last month of the year for 2025. Where has the time gone?
Can you believe that?
I
We just
can't.
celebrated Thanksgiving.
I know, and I
Still
hope
swollen.
we're all going to be a little bloated and from the salt intake for a little
Ginger
bit.
got to come to the Austin family Thanksgiving this year.
I've been before, but this year was really special. It was great.
It was special.
Yeah, it
It
was a good
always
time.
is. I've
Yeah.
got some wild family members, and they are big Ginger Gadsden fans.
And now I'm big fans
And
of theirs. So
she-
I hope you got time to spend with got some
Yeah.
time with your families out there. And now, if you didn't like them, I hope they're gone.
Yeah, exactly. I like them, and I'm glad they're gone. How about that? Like, I'm after like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
it's like, please get out of my house.
You gotta go.
I'll see you next year, maybe.
You don't have to go home. You just
We'll
can't
see.
stay here.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So the other thing that's happening in my life right now is I'm binge watching Stranger Things. And this first story reminds me of something that you would see
Oh, yeah.
in a horror flick. Okay, this happened in DeLand. So let's talk about this crazy shooting that took place there. Guy is knocking on the back door of a home. Now, most Florida homes have a sliding glass back
Yeah.
door. So that's what I'm picturing here.
Mhm.
And the woman in the house starts to open the door. Guy pushes his way in with a weapon. Keep that in mind. That's when the husband rolls in with his gun, tells the guy to drop the gun. They say he doesn't,
Yeah.
shoots him right in the chest. Guy takes off
Crazy
running
story.
into the woods. Police catch up with him. He's wounded. He's got a gunshot
To
wound.
the chest. Yeah.
He's in the woods. Here's DeLand police talking about it.
Unfortunately for the invader, you have a right to protect your home. You have a right to protect your life. And at this time, he invaded their home. The resident came out and fired a shot.
So welcome to the free state of Florida. You don't go barging into people's homes. But here's the strange thing. So here's body cam of when they caught him in the woods. You
Look
can
at
see
all the
blood
blood.
on him. We probably should have blurred out the rest of that stuff that you're seeing on him. But the craziest part of the story, the wife says this guy has been obsessed with her. He's been showing up in
Like a
places
stalker.
and then showed up at their house at the back door. So people in her family have been wondering when something like this might happen. And it happened in this case. Now, the guy, the husband who ended
Yeah.
up firing the shot, at least for the moment, police say he's not charged with anything. He shot a guy who came into his
house and
uninvited.
and try to like do something to his wife perhaps, and has been following his wife to different places. It's just one of those strange stories that the more you learn about the details, I'm like, this guy did what? He got shot and still was able to run away. He's in the hospital, but as soon as he's out of the hospital, he's going to jail.
Right.
So
Yeah. And so maybe we'll get to find some more details on this case because I'm very curious.
'cause something
about the
doesn't seem
history
right.
here. If
Something.
he's been obsessed, I'd be interested to hear some
Do
details.
they even know each other though? Like, did he meet her somewhere before and now think that they're better
At
friends.
minimum, she claims she knew of him,
Has
and
seen
that
him.
he has been obsessed with her.
Yeah.
That's the accusation
Mm.
from the people inside that home. We'll have to wait and see how the story unfolds. But man, what an interesting little set of details we have right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. What a horrifying story,
Yeah.
by the way. There are no shortage of schemes and ripoffs in the world, but especially in Central Florida. This one really was surprising to me because just when you think you've heard all of them, here comes a new one. You're familiar with drug mules, right? If I said
Oh
to
yeah,
you somebody's a drug mule,
yeah.
you
They're
kind
like
of know.
running drugs across the
And I
border.
always see these people on a show called Locked Up Abroad. Like it's like just one trip, just one time, just
Mhm.
take this and deliver it across the border to this person. And then they always get caught at security. Well, now people are starting to use ride share services. Like you're supposed to, as a person, get into a ride share, right? Now people are calling ride shares to pick up packages only for them and have the driver deliver it to a certain place without a person. One rideshare driver was so on it that is an elderly man handed him a package. He said the package felt funny, and you know how money feels in an envelope. He started
Is that what
feeling
it was? An
it was
envelope?
an envelope, a
Okay.
big envelope, and he's like, it feels really weird. And he was asking the guy, he's like, "Hey, I think you might be being scammed right now." Our investigator Lewis Bolden has more on that story.
A new 6 investigation reveals rideshare drivers in Central Florida being used as money mules. I'm News 6 investigator Lewis Bolden. A money mule is someone who transfers money acquired illegally on behalf of someone else, often unknowingly. An Orange County man stopped one transaction in its tracks. Ulate owns a transportation company and also drives for Uber. He had just finished one ride when he accepted another and immediately got a message.
The person sent me a message saying this is just a package, that there was no courier service available nearby.
When he got to the location, he says he was approached by an elderly man who looked frightened and handed him an envelope wrapped in tape and stuffed with something.
I was feeling the package, I said, this feels like money. And so I opened it up, and it was $11,000 cash. And he points to his phone, and I said, you're being scammed, I believe. He's like, I think so too.
Ulate called the Lake County Sheriff's Office, who tells News 6 they have seen rideshare drivers used as money mules before. How does it typically work?
So what these scammers do is that they'll have the victims put money or valuables in a box or package, and then they'll order an Uber driver.
News 6 contacted Uber, who sent us a statement reading in part, Uber is committed to the safety of our communities. Drivers can decline to deliver a package without penalty if they feel unsafe or uncomfortable, and we encourage them to report suspicious activity to law enforcement.
And that's exactly what that Uber driver did, possibly saving that elderly gentleman some heartache, a lot of his savings.
$11,000.
That is a lot of money. And, the sad part of the story is even after the Uber driver said, I think you're being scammed, he said, I think so, but still had the money to send.
Because he was so scared.
I know. And this is what makes me so angry about these scammers who prey on elderly people.
Yeah.
They are afraid they're going to lose their home or whatever it is, little piece that they own. And they don't want to end up on the streets. And who knows what this guy, whoever was scamming this person, said to get him to get $11,000, put it in that envelope, still scared, knowing he's being scammed, but still willing to send it off to somebody.
That's what they do. They just try to freak you out so much
Yeah.
that you're just willing to just say, okay, I'll
Whatever.
give you whatever. Somebody was coming after one of my neighbors on the phone
Yeah.
over the weekend, and they were terrified that they were going to get arrested and have to pay all
It can
this
be
money.
relentless,
And
right? It's terrifying.
these people are very believable, and it is scary. But I'm glad that Uber
I
driver.
am too. And
came
it's
along.
especially hard for people who are law abiding citizens because they don't want to. It's like, I've never been in trouble with the law. I have no idea how this is going to work.
Yeah.
So,
Why is this person attacking me
oh
like
my
this?
gosh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Very intimidating.
Yeah.
All right, this next story. I'll tell you
Oh,
right now. This one is
My
a
gosh.
doozy. So the last time you ordered DoorDash might be the last time you ordered DoorDash after you see this video. Okay, so our sister station in Jacksonville clearly shows some Ring doorbell video of a DoorDasher who drops some chicken wings on the ground right
know how
outside their door.
sticky chicken wings are.
those sticky chicken wings were sticking to the ground. But so here's the good news. He uses the 5-second rule
For
to
somebody
then
else.
stick the wing back into
Correct.
the box
Yeah.
and then gets rid of the evidence by
That's
licking his
gross.
fingers.
That's gross. And the sound effect did not help.
And then he rubs his foot on the little sauce and he's like, they're never gonna figure this out.
So nasty.
So he did get caught.
Wow.
And here is the story from our sister station, WJXT.
This is ring camera video Trina Brown shared with News4Jax, showing her daughter's DoorDash delivery being dropped off at her Orange Park home this past Sunday, a video she calls maddening. On first watch, you might not notice what Brown is upset about, so let's rewind. When the driver opens the case to put the food down, a container of boneless wings drops. It opens, and one of the wings lands on the ground. Then the delivery driver picks up the wing from the ground, places it back in the container, licks his finger, uses his foot to wipe up where the wing fell, and walks away. Brown says luckily, her family watched the video before eating.
And she said, Mom, all he had to do was knock on the door and say, hey, it was really one boneless wing out of 12 that dropped on the ground. I dropped this, just wanted to let you know.
Brown says after this incident, she believes changes need to be made, starting with the driver.
If he can't deliver food with due care, then maybe there's something else out there for him to do. Secondly, on DoorDash's behalf, I'm not really sure what the training is, but maybe it's time to bring the drivers in or require them to have some type of training.
So there you have it, Ginger. Are you a proponent of the 5-second rule at your house?
No.
Or
No,
what did you think about what she said? Because I'm curious as to if your DoorDash guy came in and said, hey, I dropped one
wing.
of your wings.
Yes.
You have 11 left.
Correct.
I would be saying, hey, bro, I appreciate you being honest with me, but could you go get me that other wing back?
No, I want to know, now you've contaminated the batch. You put that one nasty wing.
Now I can't eat any of the wings.
No, because you don't know which is the offending wing, right? You can't tell. All he had to do was say what she said.
I think
like
you'd be able to tell by the dirt.
the dirt stuck to it. It was, and he did it really fast. I won't even send food back to a kitchen. I'll say like, hey, this wasn't done. I just don't want any extra sauces, dirts, any. I said dirts, yes, because it was just terrible. It makes me, and I'm a person, I use Uber Eats, I use DoorDash.
You do use it?
I do, but I'm going to learn how to cook after that. I'm going to learn how to cook now.
I am hesitant to use any of the Uber Eats or DoorDashes because it doubles the price of the food.
No,
it's not worth it for me. And the fact, I just picture some guy sticking his hand in the fries and just grabbing a little off
They
the
have
top.
video of people who've ordered like Starbucks or a drink or a shake or something, and the person delivering it takes a drink.
You know it happens. So do it at your own risk, friends. That is just one of the many great stories that we have for you coming up, including we're going to take you inside the Amazon warehouse.
This is a
on
good
Cyber
one.
Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're busy.
So check in with us and we'll have your weather after the break. We'll be right back in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, and you got the latest from the show just a little while ago, I think. So we'll make sure we have that for News 6 tonight. Hey, thanks for stopping by. We know you're busy, but news doesn't stop, and neither do we.
That's right. And this is News 6 Tonight, where we leverage this entire busy newsroom with our community correspondents, our producers, our content desk, and then we filter through that. We have a casual conversation about the news that impacts Central Florida.
Yeah, we live here in the community, and we rely on you for our neighborhood network because you're our eyes and ears as well, and we can't do it without you.
So you can watch us all over the place, YouTube, News 6 Plus app, and clickorlando.com. While you're here, feel free to engage. Let us know who you are and where you're from.
Welcome back to News 6 tonight. You know, we all wish there was an easier way to get around Central Florida. We do a lot of things right, like theme parks and a lot of other things, but we can
Go ahead. You can list
and
more than
theme
one.
parks, beaches. We do
Good
all that.
colleges. We do have some of that. Yeah.
So many things we get right. But there is one thing I wish we did better, and that's public transportation. If you've ever lived in a place where you can just go to a metro stop and hop on a train to get to your next stop, especially if you're going out for dinner or something, you have to worry about parking the car. So great. Well, there is a new way to get around parts of Central Florida now on Sunrail. It's for people who work the late shift, like maybe we would be able to take it if we weren't near a station. Yeah, exactly. And it's going to be a game changer for some people, because if you don't have that kind of car, you don't have a car, you don't have car service, it's going to make your life a little bit easier. But some people say they still want more because Sunrail doesn't run on weekends. It's a limited service, but this night expansion is a great thing for a lot of folks who work late at night. News 6's Stephanie Rodriguez has more.
Staying out in Central Florida just got a little easier. I'm News 6's Stephanie Rodriguez. Sunrail has now expanded its late-night train service by adding 2 extra trains. I spoke with riders who say they hope it's just the beginning of more routes in the future. Sunrail has expanded its weeknight service, giving people more ways to stay out late and get home safe.
I love how quick I get to my destination, and I don't have to worry about the traffic.
The late-night southbound train, which leaves DeLand at 9:55, and the mid-evening northbound train, which departs from Point Siena at 8:45, are to give riders more flexibility. While Sunrail riders appreciate the 2 extra trains, they tell me progress has been a lot slower than they'd like to see.
I hope they do it on Saturday. I mean, I love it right now, but Saturday is real good.
Saturday should have been done a long time ago with all the events and things that go on.
Sunrail is planning on creating the Sunshine Corridor to connect to MCO, iDrive, and Disney Springs. Several municipalities and even Universal have approved funds to pay for a study on it.
They need more routes to be more consistent through the day.
So hopefully that service will expand. And as the gentleman said in the story, we really need it on weekends.
People have been wanting it on Saturday.
Oh
for
my
a long
gosh.
time.
If you've driven and been in traffic all week, the last thing you want to do is hop in your car and drive somewhere where you sit in traffic yet again. So we'll keep a close eye on that, and maybe that expansion will happen
I think a
sometime
lot
soon.
of places are still missing is just getting to the station too. It's not like
Yeah,
these stations
be
are
convenient.
often walkable to
Yeah.
many of Central Floridians, but clearly a good amount of thousands of Floridians use that thing every day, and hopefully they
Yeah, it comes in
continue to.
handy.
Well, to all who celebrate Cyber Monday, God bless. I hope you had a blast and hope you stayed out of debt today. It was a busy one. Literally, as I was coming up here, I was buying something just to try to get my last little Cyber Monday deal out.
Wow, what did you get for me?
I got you
Oh,
another day with me.
oh, wow.
So, do you know
I can return it.
do you know the busiest place on a Cyber Monday? It's not like the mall at the Millennia is
No.
probably the worst on Black Friday, but
Yeah.
on a Cyber Monday, the Amazon warehouse,
Mhm.
that's the place that's really cracking.
It's hopping.
Our community correspondent Mark Lehman takes a look at it.
Nearly 100,000 packages processed and delivered. That's what Amazon says is happening for Cyber Monday. And I'm Mark Lehman at this facility here in Orlando. And we got a chance to speak with workers about what's being done to make sure those packages get to your doorstep on time.
We are standing in the heart of where all the action comes down.
At Amazon's same-day facility in Orlando, employees have been preparing for a busy holiday season.
On a normal day, we'll ship out around 50,000 packages. Throughout the holidays, Black Friday into Cyber Monday, that can go as high as 90,000 packages.
To keep up with the rush, Amazon created 250,000 seasonal positions across the country. 2,000 of those are in Central Florida. It's happening as Adobe Analytics estimates U.S. shoppers will spend over $14 billion on Cyber Monday. Businesses are counting on what's expected to be a 6% increase in Cyber Monday sales from last year. As shopping ramps up through the holidays, so will the activity in getting those orders out the door.
For us, it's all in-house, all under one roof, and it's all being sent directly to the customer from here.
I still think it is a modern miracle how Amazon can get me my toothbrush that same day. And that's the facility that does it. It's crazy to see inside.
It really is. I was looking at how busy they are globally this time of year, and some numbers that came up were they deliver like 30 to 40 million packages a day globally at the peak of December, the 2 weeks leading up to Christmas. Amazon they don't release their numbers. This is a third party.
Okay.
This is coming from. And then I was like, well, what does that look like, right? So the Magic Kingdom can hold 80,000 people a day. That's the max capacity, 80,000 people. They said that it would take, let me make sure I have this right. With 80,000 people, it would take 400 to 500 Magic Kingdoms to hold all of those packages. The other one would be AT&T Stadium where the Dallas Cowboys play. And
Oh, yeah,
they-
Jerry's World.
Yeah. They can. Is that what they call it, Jerry's World? It also holds 80,000 people. Can be expanded to 100,000
Yeah.
people. They say you would need 400 to 500 stadiums to hold if each package sat in its own little seat.
Oh, wow.
You need 400 of those.
Look at that.
Isn't that crazy to think about that?
It is mind-blowing.
It really is. It's a lot.
Say what you want about Amazon. It is a logistical marvel. It is
With a
amazing.
small carbon footprint.
That is not ever. No one's ever accused.
No
of that.
one's ever said that.
All right, let's get you over to meteorologist Jonathan Kagas. He has a look at our weather as we start to.
Whoops.
This is
check out this
did you give away your lead?
I think
just
we might
now?
have.
I did.
Jonathan.
I did.
I
My
saw
bad.
it.
My bad.
That's
My
all
bad.
right. We can celebrate that though.
That was a tease.
We can. It is December 1st. That means we are officially out of hurricane season. So coming up tonight at 9:30, guys, we are going to be talking about. Boy, I guess I didn't share it. I'm a little rusty post Thanksgiving. That tryptophan still impacting me.
Come on,
It's that
Kagas.
turkey.
Sorry, guys. Boy, I'm a little rusty this evening. Okay,
okay.
so anyway, coming up tonight at 9:30, we are going to talk about this.
There it
How
is.
we had a lot of fish storms out there, certainly for the United States. But for the first time in 10 years, Florida has not seen an impact directly from a tropical system, whether that be a tropical storm or a hurricane. It's been a long, long time. Of course, we're going to talk about that and what that means going forward, guys, coming up at 9:30.
We deserved that break. We really, I mean, we had
Oh
a
my
rough
gosh.
go of it, and we, everyone here in the state of Florida earned it, especially after Milton. That really did a lot of people.
So it seemed like we had, especially looking at that, which is a beautiful thing to behold, seeing all of those just going out into the water. Did we have high pressure over us an abnormally amount of time to steer these things away? Is that how it worked out?
We had a weaker area of high pressure over Bermuda. So what that does is it allows the storms like to go north. That's what they always want to do. If the Bermuda high is strong, it pushes them further to the west. So not only do we have a weak Bermuda high, we started to get the cold fronts pretty early this year. And a combination of getting things, getting a late start of those storms rolling off of Africa. So they kind of met their demise quickly, at least. I mean, they got strong, but they couldn't make themselves further west because a storm is never going to beat a cold front. It just won't. It's always going to bend. They're lazy. I like to say they find the path of least resistance. When they find a weakness in some kind of weather steering, they're going to take that up and out. And that was the combination, kind of right in between the goalposts there, to keep those guys turning. So we'll take it.
Yeah, we definitely will. So what I'm hearing you say is take my hurricane go bag home.
Yes.
Okay.
Eat
great.
the snacks if you still have them. 'Cause,
That's right.
a great
Go let 'em go
idea.
back. All right, Jonathan Kagas, check him out at 9:30.
got
He's
it.
got a great weather show
Thank
right
you.
after this one. Hey, when we come
Oh
back,
my gosh, this story
some
is nuts.
missing holiday cheer, and it's very large. It's
Someone
shocking
saw
that
it.
this could possibly be missing. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome to News 6 Tonight. We are so thankful that you're joining us here wherever you found us.
Yeah, you know what this tells me? If you have made this your new streaming destination, it tells me you're smart. Also, good looking. Because you chose to watch the news in a different way. That makes you really smart. Anybody can give you the news from a teleprompter or an old newspaper. We do it in a fresh new way.
That's right. So check us out wherever you like to stream. We have this app for your TV, News 6 Plus. You can find it on Roku and Amazon and whatever your smart TV is cooking. So thank you. We would love to hear your comments down
Oh my
below.
gosh. Yeah.
And then we'll show them.
Yeah, we will. News 6 Plus. The plus is you.
Ooh.
Well, there is a Grinch running around somewhere besides News 6 here.
Oh, I'm
It's you.
picking up what you're
Yeah,
putting.
oh, yeah.
Real
In
clever.
Brevard County. There are these giant size, well, human size. We're 6 feet tall. Matt likes to think he's taller than 6 feet, but he's 6 feet tall. These giant bulbs are missing. You see them there in the graphic. I don't know how
You
people
can
got.
see on that two shot, by the way, I'm clearly significantly taller.
You know who you're not taller than? Our correspondent, James
That's true.
Sparvero. Let's listen to his story.
Who stole Christmas decorations from downtown Melbourne? I'm your Melbourne community correspondent, James Sparvero. These bulbs are about 6 feet tall, so you might imagine trying to get them out of here would be pretty difficult. However, Melbourne Main Street says somebody took 2 of them here at Livingston and New Haven. They have no idea why. So now Executive Director Kim Agee is hoping they were caught on camera. Kim, is there any update to the investigation yet?
The police are still getting with business owners and property owners downtown to look at their camera footage.
I noticed they unhooked
Yes.
the bulbs from the anchors.
Yes. There must have been several people involved, I would think, to hoist them up on something and get them out of here.
So being here downtown, I've asked some other people how they think this happened.
Oh, isn't the Grinch coming around? It might be him.
What would you say if you could have a word with whoever's responsible?
I just really want them to bring them back. We put these here so that we could have a lot more holiday cheer and just make the area more festive. You know, it's a little surprising to us that someone would do that to our community, and we just hope that they'll bring them back.
Hopefully someone was having a bit of fun and they'll reappear here in a couple days.
Don't touch the Christmas decor. Okay, we have video of a person dropping a single wing. You
How do we not have this
we not have somebody on camera
in downtown? Yeah.
taking those giant decorations. Somebody knows something.
This reeks of teenage boy to me.
Does it?
That's what it smells like to me. Like teenage boys out messing around over the weekend, stealing a giant Christmas
Teen
tree.
boys, if you did it,
Bring it back.
just return it. Just bring it back in the middle of the night. No one will say a word. Just, it better not be broken or you're grounded.
Have a good night. You're
Bye.
grounded too. We'll see you tomorrow.